2 days project. Antiqued our way home from the doctor's appointment yesterday. Came across this plain old Jane sign. It looks like it could be retrofitted for a light. So I have leftover bulbs from the last project. I have the wire with the on-off switch from the last project. I went to Lowe's and bought another one of these for $4.50. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, I've determined my mode of attack here. So this is cut out here, and what that'll allow to happen is the light will transfer through the rest of the clear if it gets into this opening here. If I put the light like this, then I have no room to get the wiring connectors inside of there. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to flip the light around like this. The majority of the bulb will be near the cutout, so that'll help with the light transfer. So I need to make a bracket that goes across here. Here's leftover metal from the last project. I'm going to attach it to here, and then instead of the wiring coming out of this hole, I'll drill a hole in the side of it and put a rubber grommet in there so that my wire nuts will be captured in here. I'll tie a little knot in the cord, so if anybody actually pulls on the cord, it's not going to yank the wires out of the wire nuts. It'll actually pull on this unit itself. Hey, let's get moving. Hey, just like before, metal bracket. Don't have to be perfect. I don't know. I don't think I really need to put the stiffening. You know, it'll only take a second. I'll put the stiffening bends in this one too. Okay. That bracket's ready to go. Just roughly want this centered. I'm putting the wood in there so I can put a half a decent clamp on that. And when I go to push down, it won't deflect too bad. Like I said, just try to get it as close to the center as you can. What we got going on here? It's something loose. No, the headstock's loose. I'll tighten it up a little bit. Okay. Grommet I'm putting in that hole. I think that's what size I need. And got it in the hole. Now I need to transfer the punch marks. So I'll know where to drill. Grommet's already in. It just took a second. I'll drill those holes so I can get the money and the screws in place. You know what, I decided instead of using screws to pop rivet it. Got that gun in there, might as well start using it, right? Okay. So I'll just drill a couple multiple 1/8-inch holes. Okay, that'll fit in there nice. The grommet's holding it up a little bit, so I got to be careful it doesn't rock off of where the other pop rivet's going to go. So I'm going to put both pop rivets in right now. That one in a little. Make sure the other one's still in there. It is. There's one. There's two. This is firmly held in place in the bracket. Okay. Let's get it attached to the plastic. Just guesstimate where these holes go, because the bracket goes almost all the way across. Be sure not to put your finger behind the hole. I got those two holes done. I want to have that. This wire is going to go around the bottom, but it doesn't matter till I put it in. So I'm actually centering this in here so that the bulb's not too close to either the flat plastic or the clear plastic or the black. Got it where it needs to be. I had it where it needs to be, and then it moved. Transfer the punch lines or the punch holes. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to, I don't like where that punch hole was. I kind of know where it is here though, so I'll just move it more into the center. Okay, do I have the right size drill? No, I don't. Got the right size drill now. Don't even need to hold it there, I just need to get this hole open. Now what I can do is loosely bolt this in place. That'll help hold it while I am drilling the other hole. Okay, got that in there. Get it lined up center where I want it. Looks good. No, it doesn't. Looks better. Like I said, drill this without drilling a hole through your finger here, or my finger. Well, that ain't working out. I need to go to a smaller drill bit. What I forgot to do is center punch this, And now it's wandering all over the place. My hole's bigger. That means I'm gonna need a freaking washer now. And start with a smaller hole. If you keep on watching, you might see me drill myself. Woohoo! That was close. There we go. Okay. Let's get the grommet in here. I want it to come out the bottom. Might have to go one size bigger. These tool bits are the cat's ass. Right size. It's close. Come on, come on. Put the outside on. Inside's giving me a little bit of a problem. Nothing you can't overcome. There it goes. Grommet's in. This is the cord that I had left over from the last light. I need to lengthen it, so I saved it. So I'll pull this wire up into here because I'm going to want the connections to be up there. Let's mark this here. Tie a big old knot right in this. There we go. So if I accidentally pull it, it ain't coming out. It ain't ripping the electrical connectors. Worst thing that can happen is you get a tug on that, transporting it somewhere or whatever, and you screw up a connector and not know it. Since this is non-grounded, it really doesn't matter what wire goes to what. Even if it was grounded, it wouldn't matter. At least in my world, it wouldn't matter. Give it the twisties before you put the twist nut on there. And you'll feel when it starts to lock up, you'll know. When you run electrical tape, run it the same direction that the twist nut is. Does it matter? Maybe not. In my mind, it does. Really don't need to do this, but extra peace of mind. When I do it, I like to have it to where the wire or the electrical tape is actually overlapping the wire nut and the wire itself. So if any reason this started to spark, the sparks wouldn't be leaving the enclosure in there. Okay, that is done. I'm gonna put that there. And then what I'm going to do is go back to the old glue gun. I'm going to put a couple spots of glue right there. Hold that wire. I don't want that wire moving and getting in contact with the light bulb. Okay. That's going to be a pretty big, bright light bulb. And I don't want that sign being lit up too bright. Matter of fact, old style has a blue tint to it. What I'm going to do, I've got myself some steel layout bluing that I ordered. And I am going to dip this bulb in there. Clean it up with a little alcohol first. Let it dry, because alcohol is what you use to get the bluing off. This is an LED light, so I don't think it's going to be too hot. We'll find out. Is the bulb going to fit in a hole? Nope. Okay. This might just work. I thought it would leave brush marks on this glass, and it's not. I can see where there was some alcohol left on it though. Make sure I get all the way around the top. Okay. I got a blue bulb. Better than blue balls. Well, there we go. It's still pretty bright, but I added some reflective duct tape to the inside of this too. And like I said before, this doesn't generate much heat, but what it does generate in heat, I cut a couple slits in the back here so that I can get an updraft, so the heat would come out the top here and the cool air would be pulled in there and up and out. So let's go ahead and screw all this together, see how it turned out. Well, after looking at this, the better way to have done this is I had to get it in here somehow, but too late now. I'm pretty sure the reflective tape is going to help with all this. Can't believe there's only two little screws that hold this whole thing together. It doesn't matter. I got a nice little dark area. Nope. Are we lined up? Nope. Came right off of there. I got a dark area in the pole barn. Put this in, so that should highlight the blueness of the sign. Why is it not able to go in here? Oh, I see why. It wasn't lined up. This was an easy job. Most of the stuff was already paid for. I paid $40 for the sign. Now that it's a lit sign, it's worth a little bit more. Okay. There we go. Let's plug it in. Oh, there we go. I do wish the Michigan at the top was a little bit more lit up, but that old style on the bottom, that turned out really good. And you can see what I was talking about. Well, the blue goes through the plastic that way. Yeah, that's gonna look cool in the garage. And another beer sign out of the way. Okay, and dear day with something here. What do I want? What do I want? Stout. that'll end the day.